What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Beaky, and let's talk about the video game industry and the effect that YouTubers have on gaming, and a few other topics for today. First of all, I want to talk directly to the publishers, the gaming journalists out there, the developers, anybody who's really says their job is the video game industry. And I just want to let it know that if you don't realize it already, YouTubers who make Let's Players are having a big effect on the video game industry in a positive light by pushing sales. We are legitimately helping. Just today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you guys a good example. Colonel RPG. This is a YouTuber who I've been watching him play a game called Sorcery. Now, for me, ladies and gentlemen, I did not know about the Sorcery series before I watched his videos. Never really heard about it, and even if I did in the past, like I heard the name, but I really didn't pay much attention. I just didn't know what this gaming series was all about. But somehow I got into watching 6+ hours of his Let's Play through Sorcery Part 1 and Part 2, which from what I just found out is all the way up to Part 4 now on Steam, that I was like, this shit is so damn good, I'm gonna buy the game. And you know why I'm buying the games? Because every time throughout his Let's Play, he's telling me, guys, you could go this way, you could make these decisions. You guys really should pick up this game for yourself and see how you guys enjoy it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick this up myself, but I'm gonna keep on watching your videos. And I watched them play through it, but I'm like, I'm gonna buy this game. And that's what I feel like the power of these Let's Plays, showing the light to games that gamers just never knew about, showing things that we just never had a chance to experience, a type of genre of games that I just don't know about. I don't know about the Dungeon and Dragon type universe, and this is what this seems like these types of games are, where you're like, it's a role-playing type of situation where you have to make so many different choices. You're going through it. I've never played those. I've never played D&D in my life, and I didn't ever play a game like this ever before. And I'm like, tomorrow I am gonna get my friends over to my house, and we're all gonna sit down in front of this computer, and we're all gonna play this game together. And I'm watching him play through this, and him speaking it out and being so passionate about this damn series has got me even interested into the books for this game, because apparently the Sorcery series was actually based off a book. And if you guys haven't found out or haven't been watching my series over the last few months, I've been really getting into like listening and reading books again. Like I've been really going through a whole entire Ender's Game series. Oh man, I like, guys, go to Audible if you can. I'm not sponsored by Audible. I have no codes, but if you could go to Audible or go listen to some of the later Ender Games books, and some of those shits are just mind blowing. Like crazy stuff right now that I've been listening to book-wise, reading some stuff, and it's just like, I love when a YouTuber who's just doing a Let's Play, something they're passionate about, tells me as a gamer, like, yo, check out the series that you may not be interested in. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spend some money in this. Not only I'm going to get the game, but now I'm going to look up what the hell the book series is about too, because maybe the book is really awesome. And that's why I want to just let the developers, the publishers out there know that there are YouTubers out there that are really trying to push this industry forward, and sometimes we just don't get the respect, especially from people like Nintendo, who have such a hard time letting us YouTubers showcase some of their games. There's a reason why I have not showcased even one Nintendo Switch gameplay video on my channel. I just don't want to mess around with it. In fact, I haven't played my Switch in the last week. I literally just had it turned on right now to go to eShop to see if there's any new big RPGs or anything in eShop. There ain't shit. There really is nothing new and big in our freaking eShop. The only thing out there that I saw that I possibly wanted was Has Been Heroes, but I went ahead and looked at the reviews of that game, which is not doing that good. It's getting like 5 out of 5s. That's mediocre, which I'm willing to try the 5 out of 5 games, but reading the actual in-depth review of the game, and like, man, it gets stale after a while, and I won't spend the money on that. But that's just my first thing right there, guys. That's the first thing I just want to talk about here for you guys today. There's still more things we gotta talk about, but I'm gonna pose a question to you guys out there as gamers yourself. What is that game, that series, or something that you just would not have known about unless you saw somebody doing a Let's Play of it and you decided to get into it? For me right now, it's gonna be Sorcery. I never knew about this franchise. I never knew about the books, and I'm gonna jump right into it. So I'm sure some of you guys out there have seen me, PewDiePie, Angry Joe, Boogie, any YouTuber, your favorite, Jay Dauntlet, whoever it might be, see them play a game and just say like, God damn, I gotta play this for myself. Now let's move on from there, guys. And I want to talk about something else that I'm sure some of you guys have run into yourself, a weird rut in the gaming industry where you have lots of things to play. That's why I'm holding up these games. I have World of Final Fantasy, which is games I really want to play, but I really wish it was on mobile somehow. I really want this thing on the Switch. Like, I wish I could take this PlayStation for this out of my freaking, like, I don't know, squash it down and fit it inside the Switch. I don't understand how Nintendo hasn't gone to Square and said, yo, this game would be perfect on mobile. It was available on the Vita. Get it on the Switch. This is something I want to take on the go. I just don't want to play this on the console that much as I like it. I've played some of it, but it's like, I want to play this when I'm out and about or laying down or who knows what. Something else, I got Dishonored 2. But my rut right now is into RPGs, fantasy, things with bigger stories or lore behind them. And Dishonored is not like it doesn't have that. That's why I'm going to eventually get to this. But the things that I see from Sorcery right now, those other games that I've been really into I've been watching people play The Witcher again. Because I never got the Blood and Wine DLC. So I've been watching people play The Witcher again because I'm like, I'm gonna have to buy this Witcher DLC because this shit looks so interesting. And if you guys just got into that mindset in gaming where there's just some type of genre you want to play, games with either really story heavy or really action, multiplayer, whatever it might be. Right now, for me, it's either very lore and story based heavy games, or for me, it's quick action games like card games where I can just get in, no thought thinking, and play. Like if it's not something that has all my attention, like I said, like a Witcher game would, then it has to be something like a card game where I can play for a few seconds while watching a YouTube video, or like Fire Emblem Heroes, which I can play on my phone and then move on. Which I'll just mention something really quickly about Fire Emblem Heroes. Literally, I think I'm done with the game, and it's not because I think the game is bad or anything. I got all 5-star characters that I wanted. I got the Chrome, got the Taki, I got the special edition version of Lucinda, I got this guy from the older games, and I even got Lisa, and like those are the Fire Emblem I got the Fire Emblem Awakening characters, and I even got some from the newer Fire Emblems at 4 stars, and they are level 40 right now, and I could beat basically everything in the game, and I'm like, nothing else to level up, and all the thing I have really left to do in the game is making people go from 4 stars to 5 stars, but that actually costs feathers in the game, and feathers is an item you can't even buy in Fire Emblem's Heroes. You can't buy them. You couldn't even spend money to get feathers. The only way to technically spend money is to buy orbs, summon heroes, and then send all those heroes away and get feathers. But if you did that, you would literally be wasting money. Like, I don't think anybody ever should do that. But my point to the situation is, when I was reading the article, if you were playing the game the way the game is set up, you would be only able to get 5 freaking 5-star heroes from 4 stars a year by just playing it free to play and playing it that way. And I'm like, I don't got time for that, and there's not enough stuff added to the rest of the game. Like, I didn't think this game was gonna have like an end game like that, but I've done the training towers, I got good teams, I got lucky. I'll just admit it, guys. For a free, I've never spent one penny playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I have not spent a damn dime playing this stupidly fun Fire Emblem mobile game. I've not spent a damn dime playing this thing. But I got everything I needed. I got 2+ months worth of content out of this thing, and I say that's good. So I'm gonna give Nintendo some credit right here for able to put together a free-to-play game that somebody like me could enjoy without having to spend any money. And I'm actually wishing I could spend money to buy like expansions with more. This is why I'm just saying, I really wish developers would just put out full freaking $5, $10, $15 full mobile releases with a whole freaking 60, like, just put a lot of stuff in there, or like expand the game content, because a lot of stuff with mobile games is waiting, because there's a stamina meter and you gotta wait. But I've gotten so good at the game, I could work around all that stuff, and I feel like as a gamer, you put these mechanics in there to limit us and make for some people to actually spend real money so they don't have to wait. But there's gonna be gamers like me who's willing to wait and willing to work within the systems implemented in the game who will never have to spend money because we're just smart enough or willing enough to wait to get that payoff. And it took me over 2 months, but I got into the end. I'm sure some people who've spent money have gotten there a lot faster than I did, because I don't care as much about summoning every character in the Fire Emblem series ever. That's not what I'm in the game for. I'm in the game for the actual turn-based combat that's quick, simple, and fast. I guess it's a good thing though, because there is a new Fire Emblem game coming out very soon for the 3DS, and I still do gotta finish a few stuff in the other Fire Emblem games. But man, Fire Emblem Heroes could get a big new expansion with big new story and more stuff, and it'd be great. I know that is eventually coming, but I think this is a thing that mobile developers don't understand. They need to put that stuff out very fast. This is way faster than $60 games. For mobile stuff, you got to keep people interacted for a very long time. Keep events coming. Keep stuff going. I really do enjoy the game, but hey, I want more. That's a good thing. If you put more out there and give me incentives to want to spend money, then that's a good thing. I think that supporting the game is not a bad thing. But I found a loophole. You know what's actually funny? Let me just say this. I've played Fire Emblem Heroes, a Nintendo-based mobile game, more than I've played my Switch in the last week plus. Just because of the fact that I've already put over 50 hours into Zelda, and there's just nothing else on the Switch right now that is really up there to play. There is nothing else that's just quick to pick up that's really enjoyable, other than like old retro games that cost $8 on the Neo Geo, or like I Am Sentinel, which is available on other platforms which you can get them cheap on discounts on games. There's like the Snake game, which is like a really weird indie game, which I think is interesting and everything. I do think it's an interesting game, but I don't want to buy that on the Switch. I mean, there's the Lego City game, a game that I already seen years ago because this is just a re-release. There's Mario Kart coming out on the 28th, which is not a bad game. You guys know I played the hell out of Mario Kart when it came out on the Wii U, but the problem is I played it hell out of it on the Wii U. My friend's like, yo, get Mario Kart. But I'm like, bro, you gotta remember, I had a Wii U when it released, and I was playing it then, and I played the hell out of it, then I got rid of the game, and now it's coming out with a few more tracks and battle mode and 2 items, and I'm interested in all that, but is it enough for me spending all this money for this game that I've overall played again? I don't know. I mean, I'm hesitant. I'm not like got one of those people that say don't do remasters, don't do re-releases. I always say do them, but you need to have fresh content along with that. And I think Nintendo's kind of slipping right now. If you go into the store on the Switch, there is only really one $60 game, and that is Zelda. There is nothing else that is that big other than Zelda. There is, like I said, there is Lego City Undercover. I'll give them that. But that is a game that a lot of other people have already had a chance to try out before, and some people just won't play that game at all. Just, the Lego games are good. Just keeping it real. Wait, let me end out this actual video right now, which is going real long, but I don't care. I went ahead on Easter weekend with my family. We rented the whole entire Walking Dead season 7 season, right? And we marathoned it. Like, we marathoned it over the 2-day weekend. Woo! That thing came around. So, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen the latest Walking Dead season, but I did see the very first episode when it originally aired on TV, and I was disappointed with that first episode. And I was like, nah, man, that's not where it's going. So you say, you know, no, I did. I said, you know what? I don't like when this has happened. I'm going to wait till this whole thing's over and go back and just marathon it with my whole family. And I think that was the right way to watch Season 7, because Season 7 is one of those weird season where I think up to the first 7 episodes were just like stupid waste of time build-up. But once it hit episode 8 and went on from there, you're like, oh yeah, this is a series I know. And it's got me really hyped up right now to go see freaking Game of Thrones Return, which I might do the same exact thing for Game of Thrones. I might just like, yo, I'm not going to watch any of the episodes when it gets released on a weekly basis. Just wait till the whole season's over and just watch it then. I just think that makes more sense right now for me, because I do that a lot for animes. I've been really into watching a lot of Ghost in the Shell stuff as well lately, just because I guess I just like that deep thinking stuff, that type of media that makes you think about stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I'm out for right now, guys. Let me know in the comment section below What is a game you picked up because you saw a YouTuber, Twitch streamer? Wow, Twitch can't speak. I never could speak. Oh well. Playing that game. Till next time, peace the heck out. Thank you for watching.